So just like we have rules for short vowel sounds, we have the rules for long vowel sounds also. And today I'm going to discuss top 15 long vowel sounds.
Wow.
So if you have not seen my video of the long and the short vowel sounds, first watch that video so that you can understand what is the difference between the long and the short vowel sounds. So hi, this is Shweta Gupta. Please stay connected till the end and like, subscribe and share. And if you have not subscribed my channel till now, do it first. Let's rock. So here we have the rule number 1, which you have already seen. So let us take a quick recap of rule number 1. So if the words end in OLD, OLT, OLL, OST, IND and ILD, then in these cases, the letter O and I will give you the long sound. So this is the video that we have already covered. Let us quickly move towards the words. So OLD words like cold, fold, old, scold, mold, gold. Old. Here you're not going to say old. You're going to say old. Bolt. Cold. Jolt. Volt. Ost. Most. Ghost. Post, host, and we have certain exceptions in few words like COST. It won't say coast, it will say cost, and the word this, which is frost, not frost. So every rule has got certain exceptions. All the words which have ILD at the end or IND at the end. First, find, kind, mind, bind, blind, wild, child, mild. And OLL endings like roll, toll, pole, scroll and stole. So this was your rule number 1. Let us quickly move towards the rule number 2. Whenever two vowels are walking together or whenever two vowels are coming together, then in that case, the second vowel will always remain silent and the first vowel will say its name, and therefore this combination changes into a long vowel sound. That is why this will say A. So what will this become? This will become A, the name of the first vowel, that is A. What will be the sound of this combination? Double E, that will become E, because E is the name of the first vowel. Similarly, what is the sound of this vowel combination? It will be I, because I is the name of the first vowel. Similarly, now what will be the sound of this combination? It will be O. And why O? Because O and A are coming together, and that is why A will remain silent and O will give its name. And similarly, we have U. Why U? Because in U, E will remain silent and U will say its name. So this is the rule of when two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking and the second one remains silent. Let us see few words of this rule. Grain, vein, main. Here they are not going to give you the sound of A, E, but they are going to give you the sound of A. Similarly, feed, beep, sweep. That is a long E sound. Long vowels means where the sounds are coming long outwards. E, tree, free, tie, lied, flied, tried, fries, boat. Coat. Here the letter O is going to give you the sound of O and A will remain silent. Float, moan, boast, boast. Similarly, uke, UQ, blew, glue, rescue, rescue, and then you. So quickly let us see the rule number 3. The rule number 3 says that if the syllable is open, then also the vowel says its name. Now what is the open syllable? Open syllable means whenever your vowel is coming at the end and it is not followed by any other consonant, then in that case that becomes the open syllable. And whenever the vowel comes in the open syllable category, then mostly it will give you the long sound, and we have certain exceptions also in this category. First, let us see the words like O is coming at the end, E is coming at the end. That is why it will give you the long sound like go, so, no, he, she, me, and then so on. But it has got certain exceptions also, like Tio, do, dear, do. So we don't call them as to and do because these are certain exceptions, like to, do, and the. This is the sometimes, but it is also called as the. So I will give you the video of why this is called the sometimes or why it is called the sometimes also. If you have not subscribed my channel till now, please do it so that you can receive all the videos on time, and kindly press the bell icon also. If you also have similar queries related to the spelling rules, you may leave a comment in the comment box and I'll try to give the answers as soon as possible. Rule number 4. So rule number 4 is actually a split digraph. So what is a split digraph? Just now you have seen that whenever two vowels come together, the second vowel will remain silent and the first vowel will say its name. And this sort of category is known as a digraph because two letters joining in together to give you one sound. Two letters. Similarly, there is one more concept of split digraph. Now, what is a split digraph? If anyhow a letter means a consonant, comes in between two vowel sounds, then also the property of this digraph is retained. If E comes at the alternate position of this short vowel sound, then also E will remain silent and this letter will say its name, provided there should be only one consonant in between. There must not be two consonants in between. There must be only one consonant in between, and this is what is known as a split digraph. Usually this sort of split digraph rule you will be able to see in vowel -E formations, where you have a vowel here, you have only one consonant in between, and then you have E at the end. We also call this rule as magic E, hop over E, split digraph, and sneaky E. So we have got this rule with many names. Whatever you call it as, the rule is always same. So let us see the rule. If the vowel is at alternate position to the letter E, then it takes the long sound, as in see the word. Since E is coming at the alternate position of this short vowel sound and we have only one consonant in between, it will create a magic on this vowel sound, and now E will remain silent and this will say its long sound. So what is the word now? Snake, snake. Similarly, we have many words like this. Now see, you have a word like this. Here, since E is coming at the alternate position of the letter A, or rather you may call it as, we have only one consonant in between. Then also the property of the digraph will be retained here. E will become silent and A will say its name. Now can you tell me what is the pronunciation of this word? It will be tail, right? And this is what is known as a split digraph. Now see the words bake, fake, stripe, choke, and then so on. So wherever you are getting the category of vowel, consonant and E and only one consonant in between, then also the previous vowel will always give you the long sound. Let us see the rule number 5. What does it say? Stuffy Y and shy I rule. Now what is the stuffy Y and shy I rule? In none of the English spellings you will find I at the end. No English spellings. They could be words which you frequently use in English, but they have been derived from the Latin or the Greek words, but they are not based in English. And that is why in none of the words I will come at the end. Now you have a word cry. So I will never come at the end, but Tuffy Y, he runs towards I and say, don't worry I am there for you. You will never be retained at the end. I will come for your help, and Y comes over there and helps I. So whenever you are getting I sound at the end, we will never write I, but we will write the Tuffy Y. As in sky. We are not going to write I is a long sound. So if long sound of I comes at the end of any word, never ever we will write I, but we will write Y, as in sky, fry, dry, my, and then bye. So easy rule, right? And a very cute rule. Rule number 6. If your vowel sound is followed by a J sound, then there are two cases. What is that? If the j sound at the end is giving you DGE, if you see DGE written, then the vowel which you see will always be short vowel. But if you see GE at the end, then the vowel that you see previous to it will always be a long vowel sound. Easy, right? So DGE, whatever vowel comes before DGE will always be short, and whatever vowel comes before GE will always be long vowel sound. Now see the rule here, it's very easy. Since we have GE at the end, therefore this vowel will not say the short sound, that is, it will not say this sound, but it will say the U, that is its name. So huge, huge. And this also follows the rule of split digraph. So we have two rules getting merged here. Similarly, one is the split digraph. Because of this letter E, the letter A is giving you the long sound, that is A. And secondly, the second rule that follows here is, if you find GE at the end and before GE you have a vowel sound, then always it will be a long sound. So huge, stage, cage, all these words are the long vowel sound words. Rule number 7. So again, this rule has got two different ways to think and define the rule. What is that? First is, if your word ends in KE, that is the K sound. Again, that K sound can be KE or can be CK at the end. And if you remember, we have done this rule previously. I already have made 2 videos related to all the K sounds already. So please watch those videos because they are really helpful in finding out the long and the short vowel sounds. So let us see here. If K sound there at the end you have KE, then the vowel before that will always be long vowel sound. But if you have CK at the end, then the vowel which comes before will always be the short vowel sound. Let us first see few examples here. Now see, if I say the word lack, so we write lack, and since CK is here, we call this as short vowel sound, right? Lack, lack. Similarly, we have a word like this. Now, what shall my child call this as? Lake or lack again? Since KE is there at the end, therefore the vowel before it will always give you the long vowel sound. Let us see few more examples here. Now, I have 2 words for you. One is this one and the other is this one. So you have 2 words in front of you. How will you decide that the vowel here is going to give you the short sound or going to give you the long sound? So this rule is going to give you a lot of benefit while reading the words, okay? Here, since CK is there at the end, therefore the vowel will be short vowel before it. And since we have KE at the end, the vowel before it will always be the long vowel sound. So it's easy. Bake, cake, strike, puke, poke. And this rule is also following one more rule, which is a split digraph or the magic E rule. Here again you have E at the end and the vowel which comes before at the alternate position of E, that will always take the long vowel sound. But this is going to give you the easier version of how you can predict the sounds or how you can read the words properly. So whatever is easier for you, you can use the rule accordingly.